press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello children, how are you? I hope that all are doing good. So today I am here with you that the lesson which we have stopped in the last class, that is the summit within. It's a summit within. Okay, sorry because I have some thought problem of today's class. If any interruption, so I hope that you are not minding. So today I am going to continue this lesson. So how writer has started his journey, and he was started his journey, what the thinking he has and what kind of obstacle he was faced. So that is called challenges, okay, when he was begin his journey. And after he reached to its point, that is top of the Mount Everest, that is called summit. Okay, and here he not only says here about the physical appearance of reaching to the Mount Everest, but he says the mentally reaching to the Mount Everest, mentally. So here in our mind there is another summit is present. So we need to overcome with it, not only by physical thing, because physically if we lost our energy we get exhausted, but what about the mind? Okay, there are so many obstacles, like so many qualities we see, like negative thoughts, is it? Then anxiety, then stress, then depression. So how to overcome with these qualities? So that is depends on our mind. So how we are thinking, like that our body is acting, like that our physical appearance we can show it to the world, is it? So here writer is used to discuss here in this lesson about the mind which it is faced, the problems and obstacles, is it? And how the body is suffering, the mind is also suffering. Not only the body is suffering there. Yes, it is easily the other people can see, look at only about the physical things. But what about the mentally things? So that is called summit within. Okay, so which are the hurdles, which are the obstacles has gone through by the go through this writer. So while reaching to this top of the Mount Everest. Okay, so that is called as the summit within. Okay, this is the thing. So let's begin with today's class here. Looking back, I find that I have not yet fully explained why I climbed Mount Everest. Okay, so here whatever the things he said in the earlier paragraphs, okay, so he has not clearly explained that why he has climbed Mount Everest. Yes, in the last class we had come to know about, he has asked a lot of questions to himself, that why he has chosen to be a part of this group, why he was chosen this Mount Everest, because of its height, because of his what called the remoteness, then it's strong, the mightiest thing. Because for that, actually he is giving a clarification that, so why I chosen this Mount Everest, okay, to climb this Mount Everest. This is the thing. Let's see here. He has fully, not completely he has explained, still he is explaining about his journey. So why I climbed Everest? It is like answering a question, why you breathe. Okay, so still he is not giving a clear clarification about why he is climbing Mount Everest. Climbed Mount Everest. He was climbed Mount Everest, is it? So here he used to compare the sentence. Here he is compared that it is similar like that. If somebody asks you why you breathe, okay, if somebody come and ask you that, like why you are breathing, why you breathe. So these questions are both the same meaning, okay. So both the question, it has the same meaning. Like why he was climbed Mount Everest. So still he is explaining about his journey. And somebody is come and asked that why you breathe. Why you breathe means it's similar, these words. He can't explain more clearly, like somebody, it is not like some concepts and some things it is not easily can see that why God is created human being. So these things we can't get answers, is it? Okay, so that is, so here is also some question it is arises like why you breathe. So as this question how it is important and we can't get the answers clearly, so like that this question is also the same for the writer, okay, that why he was climbed Mount Everest, this was question arise in his mind, like same it is like a that why you breathe, okay. Why do you help your neighbor? Then another question he asked here, why do you help your neighbor? So why do you help your neighbor? Okay. So the same question, it is not the same question, it is a different question, but it gives the same meaning, okay. Like why you breathe and why do you help your neighbors? Okay, your neighbors. Is that because of some any other thing? Like if you help them, they will help you out for that reason, or you have some other qualities. So here he asking question to himself, okay. Then let's move ahead. Why do you want to do good acts? So again question he is asking, why do you do good acts? Good acts, okay, means why you are doing good things in your life. See how many questions he is asking to himself. So why he was climbed Mount Everest, this one is the question, and the second question is why you are breathing. So this is also one of the question. Then why do you help your neighbor and why do you do good acts? Because for some reason, because there is any desire, because of the desire we are doing these things. Let's see what are the answer he is saying here for these questions. There is no final answer possible. So here there is no final answers. There is no conclusion for these questions. Okay, we can't say any exact answers. Like if we get like what is animal, what is human being, okay, what is cell, we get exact definition, but we can't get exact definition for these questions, okay. So this is, he wanted to explain here. Then there is a fact that Everest is not just like physical climb. So Everest is not just like physically climb. It is not a part of physical thing. The body is not doing thing. It is not about only the physical act. But what? Here he says, the man who has been to the mountain top becomes conscious in a special manner of his own smallness in this large universe. So the person who has been reached to the Mount Everest, so then when he was reached there, when he was realized that, what he was realized, he was got some special consciousness, he got some extra consciousness about something. So what is that? Of his own smallness in this large universe. So the writer, he is standing in the tip of the mountain. Here he is there. So when he looked surrounding, okay, when he was looked the over wide area of a mountain, okay, that is Himalayan ranges. So then he realized that what a universe. What is this? So now he becomes very small part. He becomes a minute part. Okay, so only a small dot to the universe. So when he was looked all over the world from the sea, not all over what are the area it is covered, when he was think that I am in a top of the world, okay, so there he can imagine that what about the universe, the entire universe, in that entire universe I am a small thing, okay, that is called as, he is comparing himself like a small dot, okay. Then the physical conquest of mountain is only one part of the achievement. We reach mountain only physically, okay. It is only one part of achievement. Here, writer used to say that what physical journey he has started, it's only a part of the journey, okay, that part of the achievement. So what it remains here, then there is more to it than that. It is followed by sense of fulfillment, okay. So more than the reaching to the physical thing, another thing it is here, that is called sense of fulfillment. For a man, for a human being, it gives a fulfillment, that is satisfaction. See, I will give you some examples to you. I wanted to tell you here some example because it's not clearly understood, because It's a kind of some different, the ideas, the opinions, the writer, whatever the things he is explaining. It is like something, that kind of a maturity, that kind of the mind which we have to think in that way. But I need to give one example to you this concept that could be understand easily by yourself. So let's see, if you love something which is more like, means more than anything in the world you love more, like your things. Suppose you take any things, like your bicycle, like your dress, or like your any toys, okay, or the food, or any taking any branded shirts or dresses or anything else, or you want some good food, okay, if you are foodie then you want some good food, okay, then you want to eat some chocolates and all, okay. So when you when you got those things, either it may be in a material or in a toys or anything, or you wanted to achieve, you are secured a good result in exam, then you are satisfied, is it? He is not saying about the satisfaction from the materials, okay? Because when we get our material, when I have that, when I get it, so I will become careless about that things. Suppose I need some car, branded car, that is big, Mercedes Benz or BMW or something, like a small car like a nano car or a bike or a scooter or a small toy car, anything else if you want, okay. So if you have it, if you get it, at any cost you are insist to your parents, you have to give it, okay, you have to buy for you people, they have to buy for you people, then you are insisting a lot, you are crying a day and night, if then also they are not listen your words, then again and again you are making so many dramas, is it? So then you will get your things after a lot of struggles and obstacles, then you will get the things which you desire, which you want actually. But it's about the happiness, it's about only 1 day and 2 days, or either it may be a 1 week, or either it may be a 1 month or 2 months, okay. So you never feel complete satisfaction when you will look after someone is having more than your thing, more than better than yours, okay, like any phones, or yeah, there are a lot of phones. If you take any examples like iPhone, then what called Oppo, okay, then MI, whichever the branded mobiles are there, Honor. So when you have that kind of, like if it is the cost of 1 lakh rupees also, you are ready to spend it because you love it. But when you get in your hand, then that craze, that madness, it will be gone, and then what you do, then it becomes a normal thing. So till then you wanted more than anything else, okay. So more than that you can't want anything else more than that, is it? So like that you are making yourself, you set your mind, and after that when it loses that interest in that things, then you are never looked at, is it? And you need some other thing. There it is not giving a satisfaction. It means you don't have your satisfaction with that thing. Only it is for the sake of desire. That desire which is for some time. It is not for a permanent. Okay. That desire is only for only some time. If it permanents, we need more and more extra power and extra strength from our mind, from our willpower. Okay. That is called fulfillment. I hope that you have understood this concept clearly. So why the writer is saying like this, is it? Why he is saying he is not achieving only small part of his life. He have achieved because he wanted to gain fulfillment in his life. Okay. After that there should be nothing. Complete satisfaction. There is no doubt in that. Okay. So that is, I hope that you have understood this line here. Then there is the satisfaction of deep urge into rise above one's surroundings. This is the meaning. What I told, what I have explained through the example. So this is the lines here writer used to say. So that gives a complete satisfaction. You never regret that why I have done this, why I have took this, why I have reached this Mount Everest. So here he is giving, here he has given lot of question asking question to himself. Why? Because of for that thing, because he wanted to find the answer. Why he was reached the top of the Mount Everest. He is finding that answer, is it? Then, it is the eternal love for adventure in man's, eternal, evergreen, the thing which is never finished. Okay, that satisfaction, that what interested, that is not going to an end. It is an eternal, okay, eternal love for that adventure. The person who is having a great great knowledge, and he has to do lot thing in adventure, that is called as a eternal love for the adventure. It is the experience is not merely physical, it's emotional and it's spiritual. So what the experience is he has gone through while he was climbing Mount Everest, it is not only physical, it's about a spiritual and also emotional. Spiritual means we are in meditation. So suppose we are praying to our God. So that is called as a spirituality. So how we are praying? So with a deep hearted, with a wholehearted, with the from the bottom of our soul, is it? We give complete concentration on particular meditation when we are praying, when we are going through our pujas, and when we are doing namaz, when we are in a church, okay, when we are praying in a church. So we are in a complete attending, means completely attentive in our meditation. There is no distraction. Okay, that is called spiritual worship. Okay, so that is, here he is saying that climbing mountain, that is not only physical thing, it's about emotional. Emotional means he gone through with a lot of emotional, like anxiety, depression, okay, then fear, that is called emotional. Okay, then spiritual means that completely giving himself to, completely dedicated to one work, that is the climbing mountain. Okay, so you can take any religion thing also. This is the thing. Consider a typical climb towards the summit on the last heights. You are sharing a rope with another climber. So you should have to, you just think that, you just suppose yourself, you are in a last moments, means in a few minutes or a few hours, you are going to reach to the top of the mountain. Okay, so there you wanted to help to your climber. Okay, so who are along with you, there are some people, means your friends or your companion, they are there, and now they want some rope. So there you wanted to give them support, okay, by helping out. So there it is. You can't say that, no, I have to go, I have to reach to the top of the mountain, so you should come later because I am having rope, I have to go first. No, that becomes a selfish desire. Okay, now that leads to selfishness. So that selfishness, we have to stop there. Okay, we should not give or motivate to that selfishness. Okay, so we should have to avoid it. So that is the thing he says. So you are sharing a rope with another climber, you form in. He cuts the steps in the hard ice, then he belays, and you inch your way up. The climb is grim. You strain your every nerve as to take every step. So when another climber, he is coming, he is getting in, he is also wanted to come up. So there you are helping out. How he was trying, he is also trying. He also putting his foot and his leg to the hard iceberg, okay, in that. So then he was climbing. So he is also struggling. Then you have to help him out. Okay, because he is also putting his effort. You can't ignore him. You can't avoid him. Now the left, another one thing here he is discussing here, the writer used to discuss here, the records. Here he says that records. So why he says that? So some of the 2-3 people, they are going to climb Mount Everest. So a person who have a good skill and good knowledge, so he is little ahead. Then another 2 people, they are in a back, they are behind. Okay, they are behind, but this man should not be selfish. Okay, the writer used to say that even me also or any other climber, that should be not selfish, that he can't look into his records to climb a Mount Everest first. Okay, he should not care about this record. He should have to help his mates, help his companions, help his climbers. Okay, so here used to say here, they have also recorded how they needed just that help. So that recorded, it is not only recorded in history, means in when he was doing his journey, when these people are doing the journey, they were not only recording who is the first climber, they also recording that, so who has helped. Okay, that is also recording in that act. Then let's see here, else they might have given up. Breathing is difficult. Else maybe they will give up. Yes, I can't do it because because that Mount Everest and Himalayas, there are too much of cold. They can't breathe easily. They can't breathe it properly. Okay, so like it is because there is a lack of oxygen. So it is huge coldness. Okay, so because it is very difficult to breathe out. So then they will be give up. You wonder why you were undertook the ascent. So there you thought that why I have decided to climb a high place. So there the thought arises in your mind. So where your breath is going to be stuck, where the breath is going to be stopped. It's very difficult to breathe at that moment. So there you thought that why I have selected that I have to climb a high place. Then it would be sheer relief to go down. Sheer relief means very thin and transparent instead of up. So there is another thought arises in your mind that so it is better to go down instead of going up because you can't difficult easily. Okay. Then, but almost at once you snap out of that mood. There is something in you that does not let you give up the struggle. Okay, so there is something when you thought that yes, I have to give up now because it is very difficult to breathe. You just stop your breathe for a few seconds. How you feel? You feel like somebody has pushed something in your neck. Is it? It is breathing becomes horrible. You can't breathe it. Someone has it's hard to breathe there. Okay. So there, like it is. So then you thought that you have to give up and you have to go back and you have to give up your journey. But there is something, in that moment, there is something in you. So that made you to go up. That is the struggle. That is called as a struggle. So the writer here, he given that the name called struggle. Okay. And you go on. So there are one thought, if it arises in your mind, that is called struggle, and again you will move ahead. You can go up to climb Mount Everest. Your companion keeps up with you just another 50 feet. Okay, so here he is explaining about his journey by saying to us, and you are explaining like you. If you started your journey like me, how I started, so you also gone through with the same thing what I am gone through. Okay, he is saying this one, and here he says that just another feet, my companion means his friend, another climber. So he was there. When he was climbing, he was just about a 50 feet or 100. So he was 50 feet or 100 feet. Maybe you ask yourself. So there you ask yourself that is there no end? Okay. There is no end. We are going up, and again there are so many obstacles there. We can't breathe in, breathe out. Okay, breathe in and breathe out. We can't do it, anything. Okay, so there is no end. Still we have to go up. What is this? You ask question to yourself. You look at your companion, he looks at you. Then your companion means the person who is climbing with you. So that person is looking at you and you also looking at him. Okay. You draw inspiration from each other. Then again you both of you, when you are having an eye contact with your companion, with your friend, so then you get an inspiration from that. So what is that? Inspiration. And then without first being aware of it, you are at the summit. So there you get an inspiration, then again you started your journey. So there means there is your summit, there is your top of the place where you wanted to go there. So there it is came. Looking round from the summit, you tell yourself that it was worthwhile. It has lot of worth. That summit, it has lot of worth because it is not easy to climb. Okay, sometimes it is difficult to breathe. There are a lot of hurdles, there are a lot of problems and obstacles arises. Other silvery peaks appear through the clouds. There are so when he was in the top of the Mount Everest, he saw there is another silvery peak, another mountain. So which is looks like the clouds are there. The clouds are situated on the mountain. It is look like a silver in color. Okay, if you are lucky, the sun may be on them. If you are lucky, the sun is reflecting to that cloud. If you look there, the surrounding, lucky means some people have lost their life while reaching to the Mount Everest. Okay, if you are lucky, if you want to see that view, if you want to see that the surrounding place, when you see that from the top of the world, so that is a immensely delightful sight. Okay, sight or scene. Okay, if you are lucky, the sun may be on them. The surrounding peaks look like a jeweled necklace around the neck of your summit. So when you are in the top of the peak, so here there are some other peaks which is surrounded and they are looking like a necklace. Okay, necklace to the peak where you are standing in that tree, that it is looks like a necklace. Okay, then below you see vast valleys sloping into the distance. There are a lot of, when he looked down from the top of the Mount Everest, so there are so many valleys. Okay, and then it is an ennobling, enriching experience to just look down from the summit of a mountain. Okay, so it is a honor. It is a honor that when a person he is in the top of the Mount Everest and he was looked down, so it gives a honor experiences. He is feeling like he was awarded with something. Okay, then and it was looked down from summit of a mountain. You bow down and make your obeisance to whichever god you are worship. Obeisance means showing your obedience or submission. Here bow down means you will bend down. So for what? Towards your god, the god you believe. So there you are, make a obedience, you will be a obedience. So when you feel that, when you look surrounding. Okay, so what the things he says here, I left on Everest a picture of Guru Nanak. So here writer again he was saying his experience, what he did. So when he was reached to the top of the Mount Everest, he left a picture of Guru Nanak because he is a Sikh. So he believed in Guru Nanak. So he left the picture because he is worshipping to his God. He believed in his God. Okay, so that means because you know that the God has created a wonderful world, the entire world. So it is, we can't imagine. So what a world he has created, is it? So he believes that Guru Nanak, he kept his a picture of Guru Nanak in that place, and Roth left. Roth means another companion, a climber who was with Ahluwalia. Okay, he left, what he was left, goddess Durga. He left a picture of goddess Durga, Rawat. Okay, then Fu Durji, he left a relic of the Buddha. Okay, he left the idol of Buddha, that is Fu Dorji. Then Edmund Hillary had buried a cross under a heap of rocks and stones in the snow. Cross. Okay, the Christians who believe in the cross. Okay, so that one he was buried under the rocks and snow. So here the person is Edmund Hillary. So they were kept their idols, what they believe about their religion. So they are put that things in that rocks and mountain, and also in ice in between. He buried in that. These are not symbols of conquest but of reverence. Reverence means showing respect. Okay, so it is not only the success of their conquest, it is not a success of victory, because they are showing respect to the gods. They are showing respect to their gods, the creation of the world. Okay, so that is whatever they believe. So every cult, every religion is believing in a different way. So they are kept their pictures, their ideals, their whatever they believe. So they have kept it. Means they are showing respect to them, because that God has created the entire world. If you look at that top, and when you see the entire world, the whole universe, in that whole universe, you feel like a small thing in that. Small part, a dot, means it's like this part to the entire universe. Okay, this is then experience of having climbed to the summit changes you completely. So a person like Ahluwalia, when he reached to the mountain, he changed his life. His life was changed after that. Okay, so he says to us also, if you are also going through that, if you want to climb a mountain, if you people also have determined yourself that you have to a mountaineer, you wanted to be a mountaineer, so you also change your life after this achievement. So what are the changes? There is another summit. It is within yourself. So another summit is there, that is within yourself. So reaching to the top of the mountain, that is the achievement. After that, there is another summit, it is there, that is in yourself, that is in your mind. It is in your mind. So what is there? That is in your mind. Each man carries within himself his own mountain peak. So when person actually is saying, he is comparing a life journey of a human being. He is not only compare his journey to his for the achievement, but also a common people. So, every common people also carries their summit within. Okay, he is comparing his journey to the common man, that who is suffering with all day his life, with all his journey, whatever he is doing in his life. So that carries him. Okay, that man is also carries that quality. He must climb it to reach to the fuller knowledge of himself. It is fearful and unscalable. So within himself there is something knowledge, something extra knowledge. What is that? That is fear. Always a man carries a fear within his mind, and that fear is unscalable, means unmeasurable. So that journey, what the journey is doing by the man, that is that fear, he carries his fear within himself. That is unmeasurable. We cannot measure one's fearness. Okay, and one person, they all carries that one. Okay. It's not about me, it's not about any other person. Each and every person carries their own fear, and it cannot be measurable. It cannot be climbed by anyone else. You yourself have to do it. So if any person, suppose I have to face something myself, I have to face by myself only. You have to face by yourself only. So somebody cannot come to your place and they will do your work. That should be not. They will overcome with that. No, you should have to overcome with whatever the problem arises. You should have to do it. Okay, that is called overcome. That is called as a within, summit within. You yourself have to do it. The physical act of climbing to the summit of a mountain outside is akin to the act of climbing the mountain within. Okay. So here the writer used to compare. So his journey, a climbing of Mount Everest, is same like is similar to the climbing of our mind within ourselves. Okay, so climbing of mind within ourselves means overcome with our all the negative thoughts. So that is called as a summit. So when a man has overcome with this all negative thoughts, that is called as a summit. So then the man has reached to his point, highest point of his life. Okay, so in his mind, it's not external part, it's internal part. Okay, that is mind. The effects of both the climbs are the same. So what are the effects it arises while actually the physical climbing the Mount Everest or mentally climbing the summit within? So it gives the same effect. There is no differences. Okay, whether the mountain you climb is physical or emotional and spiritual, the climb will certainly change you. Okay, if you wanted to climb Mount Everest, either you wanted to climb Mount Everest physically or mentally, that's a physical work. What the Ahluwalia has did, that's a physical work. But actually in a human being's journey, mentally we have to face a lot of problems. Okay, either it may be physically or spiritually, so that changes you. It may be mentally suffering, it may be mentally problems you are facing in your life, that changes you actually. Yes, it's true actually. Then it teaches you much about the world and about yourself. Yes, it says about not only the person like Ahluwalia who has changed his life after the Mount Everest, because his journey was physically, and we people, we are doing our life mentally, we are also climbing our Mount Everest in our mind. Is it? The problems. What is the struggles here? Problems. So for that problems we have to overcome with. So there you change yourself. Whatever the problems arises, no, there you are changing yourself. Not only changing yourself, you are finding out the world. So you can understand the world, what the world is, and you are understanding that what you are. So there is the thing, okay? It teaches you, it gives lessons. I venture to think that my experience as a Everester, risky, venture means risky, okay? So here he has saying here experiences as a Everester, as a Mount Everest, as a Everester he has shared his experience, okay? As become a Everester, as become a mountaineer, he has shared his risky things. Whatever the risky thing he has done while he was climbing Mount Everest, he has shared his experiences, okay? Then, has provided me with the inspiration to face life's ordeals resolutely, okay? Ordeals means painful experiences. So whatever the experiences he is sharing to us, it's not only his experiences, it's same like what the painful experience were really we are suffering in our life. So that is also the similar, okay? So that is the thing. Climbing the mountain was a worthwhile experiences. The conquest of the internal summit is the equally worthwhile. Climbing a Mount Everest physically, it's a worthwhile. It's a lot of value for it, okay? But as same thing, what the climbing of the mind in our within, what it is the summit it is present. So that is also same like how we are climbing the Mount Everest, okay? It is not different mentally and physically. So both the things are same when we are climbing Mount Everest. So what are the energy keep, whatever the negative thoughts it arises while in a life journey or climbing a Mount Everest. So the both things are the same, the both consequences are the same here, okay? The internal summits are perhaps higher than the Everest. See what a beautiful words here he is saying. Whatever the internal problems like the man is facing in your life, okay, the people are facing in our life. Actually you have seen parents, your parents and your elders and relatives, or some people who are elder than you. So they are gone through with so many problems. So those problems is not more than the Everest, okay? So yeah, actually it's not more than, it's more than the Everest actually, okay? Everest is a smaller part when compared to the life's problem, is it? Compared to the life's problem, Everest is a smaller part. It is not like that difficulty to achieve the Everest like how we achieve in your life. Life is not about an exam, scoring in good marks in exam, getting a good job. Not only this one. There are so many examinations it arises in your life. So go through with that problems, dealing with that problem, struggling with that problem, okay, to achieve that thing. So that is the main thing. And it is more than the reaching to the Mount Everest. And you know that some people there may be so many people are sensitive. They can't resist those obstacles. They can give up, is it? And there are so many negative things are there to say give up, okay? I don't want to say here, okay, for you, but you should have to, whatever the things arises, like how he has faced, how beautifully he explained his story. He says not only his journey, but the people's journey also. How the people he's started their journeys and whatever the things they are facing in their life. And how it is. Okay? It is not more than the reaching Mount Everest. It is not. It is a smaller one. Reaching Mount Everest, it is smaller comparing to the life's thing. Yes, something it is a similar. The qualities, whatever the things they are achieving, that is a similar. But actually, the life's journey is more than the Mount Everest, okay? So here I wanted to say you that whatever the problems arises in your life, you should have to be determined. You should have to get strong, not only physically, mentally. Mentally, strongness is very important. If you are not mentally strong, when we become mentally weak, so nobody can help, okay? Either maybe the parents they can motivate us, they support us, they care us, but a man, an individual, a people, means a single person, they should have to be motivated, and you people, a single people. And my dear children, I wanted to tell it to you, each and every child. So you have to be mentally strong, okay? So mentally strongness, how it comes? So it is not easy, is it? You should have to deal with the lot of problems. Whenever there is a problem arises in your life, so don't be give up. So face it, accept it, and you have to face it, okay? So here now I wanted to stop this lesson because the lesson has ended. So this is the beautiful lesson, and the writer has to tell a beautiful lines to us. He has given a clear clarification about his journey, and he compares his journey to the life's journey, and he is saying that our mind summit is how much it is important rather than the physical summit of the reaching of the Mount Everest, is it? So this is about the lesson. I hope that you all are loved it and you are enjoyed it, okay, and understood it. So all of you stay at home, keep learning. Thank you. So we will meet you in the next learning vlog. Thank you all.